Have you ever been victim to the "I'll text you back later," but the later never happens? Were you the person who sends text after text even though you told yourself your limit was 20? These are both serious symptoms of a chronic condition called B.U.D. Bitch, you dumb. So me and Hanny were talking about how do you know when to stop talking to someone, or how do you know when someone's not interested anymore in you in general aspects, not even like in a romantic sense or whatever. It's like if someone's interested in you even generally, you have a chance for it to be something else later. So we were just like, how do you know, you know? And it's something we constantly talk about.
And I think with me and Haddy, it's a little bit different because we both read guys so differently, and I think every girl reads guys differently. And I think the secret behind all of it for me is, when I try to figure out a guy, is they're all the same. Every guy is the same. And I don't mean that in every aspect, I mean that in certain aspects. Like when you first start talking.
Makes sense, I guess. I mean, I'm different, so I don't think every guy's the same, and I don't, that's why we're so different, and I feel like people out there are different too. Same thing with guys. I feel like guys think girls are so complicated, and it's true. So we were just like, I don't know. For me, it's like, if someone doesn't respond back to me on time, it's like, obviously you don't care about what I'm saying. But it's like, I'll give you chances, you know, because people are busy and people have lives.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I feel like that's one thing, like when someone doesn't respond back to you or isn't being responsive at all, even in like, or they don't want to meet up with you. Like, yeah. I think those are very, very...
I think those are one of the ones we always talk about too.
Yeah.
Like me and Haddy, when we talk about guys, like the first thing we both sit down and talk about is he texting back? Is he texting you back? Is he the one who's texting you first, or are you always texting him? Because you have to... you don't want to seem desperate, because sometimes, let's be honest, all of us do that. We send text after text, and you know, it's desperate, and we need to know when to stop. And I think I'm not gonna lie, I do it.
I don't. My pride gets hurt. But it's like, I feel like there's a ground set, and we just want to be like, if you're watching this and you're going through the thing where it's like the person you want to talk to isn't responding back to you the way that you want them to, or maybe they're just not interested.
They don't
seem interested. I feel like if you've put a lot of effort by texting them a lot, you should stop. If you've made constant effort to say, hey, let's hang out, and they always buzz you off, stop.
I think also because a lot of times there are people who don't like going out a lot, and there are people who are shy approaching people. So then with those measures, I think, and especially with our generation who's so technologically savvy, like the biggest thing that a guy can do to you that will tell you that he's so interested is like, hey, can we FaceTime? And not ask you to do nothing dirty, not that kind of FaceTiming, that sweet FaceTime where you FaceTime till like 4 a.m. in the morning and you don't even realize it because you guys are just talking.
Because social media is so popular too, I feel like a lot of people make the mistake to think that someone's interested because they like their pictures or status and stuff. Don't fall for that.
Please.
Because if someone's not texting you and someone's not making effort to hang out with you, but they liked your post on Facebook,
that means they were on their phone. They saw your text and they ignored it.
Yeah, that's what you should be paying attention to, not the fact, oh, liked my post. She liked my post, yay.
Like,
or
let's
he
be
liked
honest,
my post, yay.
Like,
no.
let's be honest, most of the people, the biggest sign will be like, if you post a bomb-ass selfie, and then they come running in like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And it's like, right after you posted that selfie, you're like, damn, you had to see my face to realize I was that good looking, like, I was attractive to you. Like, you had to see a selfie?
I don't know.
Don't fall for that, girls.
Yeah.
And guys.
Don't
fall for that.
If you're a guy and a girl's just like, she only hangs out with you when you offer
her to buy her things.
Yeah, or like to buy her food.
Because there will be girls
that will go out with
you
just for their money.
Believe me, there are girls who do that.
Yeah. So it's like, you have to be careful. It's like,
when we're going out, what are we doing? Am I always buying her drinks? Am I always paying for her food? Oh, it just happens to be that this happens every time, and it's like she's not interested unless it's that. Or like someone who only wants to go out with you to a bar. It's like, why can't you hang out with me outside of that?
Right?
Yeah.
Or someone who doesn't want to be seen outside with you. Like,
yeah.
I think especially if you guys are talking and you guys are telling each other that you guys are gonna be just to each other at this point, and you guys are dating, and they're like, and you're like, hey, can I like post this photo of me over at your house? And they're like, no, don't tag me in it.
Unless they have family problems,
Well, I'm
where
saying
like
there are
they have
people.
strict family, then it's like, yeah.
I mean, that's also like getting to know the person, getting to know what kind of environment you're getting yourself into when you're dating them, you know?
Yeah.
Not everyone's the same, but also know that everyone is the same.
Don't
Even
let-
though that's confusing.
Yeah. It's like, don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Yeah. Don't be too understanding. You can be understanding at some point, but it's like, there's a limit.
You're allowed to be picky because
Yeah.
it's a person you're dating.
What a good question is that I feel like a lot of people want to know, when is it like the cutoff period for texting? Like, okay, I texted someone 3 times so far, they haven't responded back, and but it's like I still want to talk to them.
I'm sorry. Something I did myself. So I do this, especially like I noticed like in the beginning. I do this a lot, or did this a lot. I would text you and I would note the time. I'd look at it. I'd be like, all right, this is 3:03. Okay, and then I'd wait till your text came in, and I'd see how much time had passed. So if it was like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or like if it was 10 minutes, I would reply back in like 7 minutes. Or maybe 11 minutes. And I know this is crazy. This is a girl. I am a girl. This is what we do.
Oh, this isn't what we do.
Well, this is what I do. And like I would time it out, but my cutoff period for that would be if I noticed that their texts, they were just texting me like after longer and longer periods. I would start to feel that, like, especially as soon as I started to feel some type of like awkwardness while I was hitting them up, I would stop. As soon as it becomes awkward, stop. Because if it's not comfortable, don't go. You're not gonna have fun.
Yeah, why would you put yourself through that? I feel like a lot of people mistake the first feeling of attraction for like something more serious. The other way around too. A lot of people mistake, oh, I'm really comfortable with this person, this is gonna be great. No, it's not like that.
Get to know the person.
Yeah, if they let you. If they're not letting you, then you don't need to know them. You can find someone that will let you, and it'll be so much better.
And texting is key, even especially if you're not seeing the person every day, or even phone calls.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Some kind of
important
communication.
to communicate at least once a day. I think with the person you're trying to make it work with, at least once a day. You know, just to check up on them, just to show that you're there.
I feel like the cutoff period though is maybe if like you've sent 4 texts. I feel like even I wouldn't
go
send
for
4.
3. I go for
wouldn't
3
send- yeah.
and no more.
Yeah, maybe at 3. Like I wouldn't go past that because it's like,
Then it feels awkward.
what are you saying at the third text even?
Yeah,
It's
like,
it's
you
like,
just
hey,
like, hey,
what's up? And then what's after that? Like
Dot.
yeah, I guess. No, I'm much more blunt than that. So it's like my mind would be like, oh hey, what's up? And then if you didn't respond back, I'd be like, yo. And then if they didn't respond back to that, I'd be like, gee, thanks. If you didn't want to talk, you could have said so. That's it. That's how I am. That's what I am.
See, I'm not like that. I was really more conservative in the beginning when I first started talking to like the opposite sex. Like I was so cautious. When I'd hit them up, I'd be like, okay, I hit them up once. I don't want to hit them back up at least like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to reply before I hit them back up.
I have no shame.
But I'm telling you, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a child move, or like,
just do what you want when you want.
and be comfortable.
Yeah.
As the minute it starts feeling awkward,
Maybe it's not for you. Yeah, that's totally true. I mean, it doesn't have to be comfortable like completely, but I mean, nothing is supposed to be easy. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that just because it feels uncomfortable doesn't mean it's right or wrong or whatever. It's like,
but
gives
give it
you-
time, guys. Like, don't rush into anything. Nothing has time. Like, you know, you have all the time to just search.
Just search with the right people. Like, don't search around those that don't deserve your attention because they don't respect it and
Respect
value it.
yourself.
Value yourself.
Don't be stupid.
Do not fall
victim to this chronic illness called B.U.D.
Bitch,
you
dumb.